Hey Pisces. I don't think I'm plugged in here. One second. Okay. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for November 2022. It is a general reading, remember. If you want something more specific for you, you can check out my details below or my website, twinflames3344.com. I have a CD out there also called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe. And remember, if you like the video, to like, share, and subscribe. I so appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. So we have the tone being set by Shaman Dreams. The read is the Gilded, and then the Rider-Waite Mini for clarifiers. And again, this is for Pisces for November 2022. All right. I just had these out doing something, so let's see here. All right, Pisces. Pisces, 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 November 2022, Pisces. One more. Pisces, all right, Pisces, November 2022 for Pisces, November 2022. All right, both of these are coming up for you guys. We have Dream, the deep quiet of meditation and stillness, and the 11 of justice, truth, and balance and alignment. And the 28 of that choice of path or twin flames, and the hollow bone of teachability, which is really about hollowing yourself to allow yourself to connect with higher self and source, to allow yourself to constantly be learning and be open as the student of life. So those are your cards. The bottom of the deck is the perfect storm. The 44 for me is the energy of Atlas as the social worker, or perhaps Hercules, which means her harvest. 44 is the Four of Cups, grounding, integrating, and mastering how to receive love, also boredom and apathy. And again, the perfect storm and the courage to step into life. This bird is like a mixture of a crow or a raven, and the peacock on the eagle's perch is what I always get. And there's a vortex here, so very much mixing those different energies. And Aquarius got this as well. The lost compass of getting back into your integrity, of the 35, which is the wounded warrior, the 9 of wands, and leaving the wounded warrior behind, or the victim mentality, and taking responsibility for everything about yourself, which has to do with allowing yourself happiness. Okay? So again, meditation and humbling yourself, perhaps, hollowing yourself out in order to allow the energies to come through. We also have the moose there too, and the moose is very much like the raven, because the elk travel in groups and so does the crow, but the raven and the moose travel in twos or even by themselves at times. So there's very much that energy of separating off into couples and meditating, going within, aligning with truth and balance. And Pisces here. Here the Hierophant just fell out there, which is also Taurus energies. This is for Pisces. Maybe you have Taurus in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with commitments right now. Just a couple more. One. All right, Pisces for November 2022. Pisces. Pisces, November 2022. Pisces. November 2022. All right, so the top card for you is the Lovers reversed. Now, somebody just had that. I just did Capricorn and Aquarius. I think this was Aquarius though, so the one I just did. So again, the Lovers reversed in the center of the read. They had that same placement. So maybe you have Aquarius in your chart, or you're dealing with an Aquarius. But again, that can have to do with a breakup or lack of affection. It could be indecision. For me, it's not usually that card, but that can be. Really, for me, the 2s are more about decisions, not the 6, which is about love, family, and community. This could be detaching from the family as well, or feeling a lack of affection from the family. And it can be a Gemini or someone with Gemini in their chart, more likely. And what's challenging you is the Tower reverse, which also could be Scorpio reversed. All right, so that can be drama, that can be lots of little sudden events happening. It could be a resisting any sudden changes, or after a sudden event happened, there may be a block now because of that sudden event. So that's challenging. We also have somebody with Gemini in their chart or somebody with Scorpio in their chart, and the foundation being the wheel, which for me is Libra. So again, the wheel going forward, this is destined, whatever it is. Okay, so if you feel like something negative is happening, it is not. It is destined for you. It's turning the wheel forward. And in the recent past here is the Eight of Pentacles, which could be a lot of late nights working, or maybe this was coming up in Aquarius too, being up in your attic, cleaning things out, or just up at night, revisiting a little old friend you don't normally see because the mice only come out at night. And you have Charlotte's Web up there too. Maybe you're watching kids' movies or looking at the old movies that are packed away from when your kids were little. And then crowning here, Pisces, is the Five of Swords and the fight, the inner war, triumphing at all cost, right? Taking down the field, but there's no love present here, right? If you win without love, is it really worth it? Okay. Okay, that could, I'm just getting to the need to win at all cost. And again, that winning at the cost of a relationship, winning at the cost of love. But this experience here is destined. After working late nights or working a lot to clear things out, dealing with a breakup, maybe this breakup happened already and you've just been doing a lot of the clearing out or the separating, and finally you feel triumphant in getting through all the crap or the information that you had to shuffle through. But the challenge is sudden changes. Any sudden changes that could come up could thwart your plans, or just the drama that comes up in your life, or again, after a sudden event is the challenge for you now in being afraid that new sudden events will happen like the last one. So what's coming up for you is the King of Pentacles reversed, and this can be someone who's just ungrounded, or it can be someone who's a jerk and is all about the money and doesn't give a crap about love. So that could be coming up. But remember, the reason people become like that is because of their own trauma. So remember to have compassion as well. It doesn't mean you need to stay in their life if they're not treating you right. It just means having compassion for others in order to allow yourself to be happy and heal. So he can also be, he may have lost money or status recently, right? Or maybe his funds have dropped because of a war or a split, a breakup. And then you see yourself, Pisces, as the Queen of Cups. How beautiful you are, Juliet. This is such a beautiful Pisces energy. You're longing for your true love, your Romeo. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? And is destined. And there's Libra energies here, Gemini reversed, Scorpio reversed, and then there's a lot of Earth energy here coming up too, as well as your own water here. So Pisces, you're in your natural energies in a positive way, where there may be some drama going on around you that's not yours. What's around you, maybe you're a drama queen or an actress. And then here we have this around you, or how others might see you, perhaps seeing you as heartbroken or disappointed, or going through some kind of minor surgery, or you're heartbroken, right, as Juliet, longing for her Romeo. And then the block here for you is the truth, the sword. This could be writing or speaking. Maybe you need to work on your articulation. Or maybe speaking the truth is a block for you because perhaps in the past it only brought you drama. All right, the challenge for you is drama and sudden changes, or avoiding sudden changes. And the truth is a block for you. But this also could be writing and communicating. Maybe you have a block from, you don't remember, maybe when you were really young, you got a really nasty communication from somebody in a love respect. And now you can't deal with love letters or things like that, or any kind of love communication, because it means heartbreak. So there's something regarding heartbreak and a letter or communication from when you were young that's coming up, because it wants to show you that you have a block around some kind of communication skill because of heartbreak in the past. And that can even be a parent, right, who broke your heart, who left you, and maybe left a letter or didn't leave a letter, or left without a note. And then you had this wound around relationships, all around that one wound. So there's definitely stuff about truth coming up, and writing, and maybe reading and writing I'm getting now, but also communication or speaking. And there is a man here, right? So communicating with someone who's all about money, where you're all about heart. And what's coming up at the end here is the Six of Wands. So again, this came up for Aquarius too. It's all about the reputation, the status, how people see you as successful, or the one who can come in with the good news, wanting to be seen in a good light, and also leading the way. Someone being triumphant in order to get success and be seen, to be famous. And this can be as acting as well, right? Working really hard to become famous. But remember, is it worth it without love? So what's connecting to what's left hanging in limbo for your read is the Five of Wands, which is the fight for this, the battle, the competition. Or is it acting? Or is it the pursuit of happiness? So leading the way in the fight or the game. And remember, it's all in the perspective here. What is hanging in limbo at the end of your read is the fall, the fool. Perhaps foolish behavior or embarrassing oneself. And acting's all about getting up in front of people and embarrassing yourself on purpose, right? Not being worried about embarrassing yourself because you're acting, you're pretending to be other people. But there may be that fear that people will think you're really like that. So whether this is acting or not, and you're just really being romantic here, that you are naturally romantic, and that very beautiful, sweet heart, and destined to be, and this is very much the energy of a masculine energy, feeling like they've taken you down. But there's no revenge here. It's you being open perpetually, willing to love no matter what. And really the actor's role is to be that, to experience all experiences, whether painful or happy, extreme or boring, learning all of those emotions and learning to rise above them, and allowing yourself to fall, allowing yourself to be humiliated, right? Like daring yourself to put it all out there and allow the fall, that it's okay. That you just need to be right with yourself. It really doesn't matter what anyone else thinks of you. This is a very important message here. So I'm going to pull out a few more cards to see what's coming up for the end, to close up the read if I need them. And yep, the bottom of the deck here is the Seven of Cups. And let's see what's been going on in the past. So this is recently. You've been dealing with all this energy here. There's a lot of crappy stuff. So we have the Knight of Cups, right, who's being love, and that can be your energy of being love. This also could be someone offering you love. But there's somebody spending money here, or dependent financially right now, or lost money, independence, and power recently, but still willing to be love. So it's learning to rise above and be love above all. Even when you're dealing with manipulators, insecurities, or a lack of tools, or having your tools stolen from you. Right? Keeping your cards close to your chest, or perhaps you're saving because you don't have a lot of money right now, and feeling challenged or ganged up on, or the energy's coming in, but learning not that you don't need an excuse to be you if you're being authentic. But this could be someone who's losing their mind, or an older person with Alzheimer's or something like that, who feels very stressed out easily. They can't take a lot in their brain. They feel under attack. Even if it's not attack, it's that as soon as they get stressed out, and especially with concussion energies, which I've experienced, is the need, you can only handle a certain amount of stress because then your brain starts dumping it. So it's like after you've had a severe concussion, going to the grocery store is traumatic because you can't make all those little decisions. So this could be that energy of needing to come out of isolation, but understanding too that you can only take so much, and that you don't need an excuse to be who you are. You don't have to be like everybody else. The Knight of Wands reverse may be a player falling short, or falling short on energy, or paralyzed by your passions. And this could be fire energy, Sagittarius, or Leo, or Aries. And we have Virgo reverse there, so somebody with Virgo in their chart. Or dealing with somebody who's over isolating or coming out about feeling attacked, or the energies that coming in are stressing you out after keeping cards close to their chest. And then here's the Knight of Wands player falling short or wanting to come in, perhaps for a one-night stand, as the Page of Pentacles, offering something new to this bird who that you may be very curious about, or they may be very curious about you, and promising your dreams come true. Or maybe this is your prince or your dream coming true, right? As Romeo and Juliet here. About seeing synchronicities, about manifesting by being who you want to manifest into your life, being that romantic in order to bring that Prince Charming into your life. It's like a manifestation here. Being the change you want to be, or you want to have, or being the change you want to happen or be. So let's see how this goes here. So we'll leave this evil magician out because he's kind of far down there. So this is the way it looks. Okay, this is somebody holding on. You might be keeping your cards close to your chest, or not wanting to share with others because you don't have a lot, or because of what you've experienced before. And here comes now Mr. Right comes in, and then feeling defenseless to the energies. Maybe they're making you crazy, like you can't help yourself. It's a dream come true. So you might have met someone who stirred your heart about being very soft and romantic, and maybe you're showing more of your masculine side lately, and all of a sudden you went into this beautiful feminine energy, Pisces. So we have Virgo reversed here, Gemini reversed here, Scorpio reversed here, Libra is upright, and again all about beauty. And then we have Aries reversed over here. So maybe you have one of those reverse cards in your, or more than one in your chart. But you're challenged by sudden changes and events or drama, and about the truth, or writing skills and verbal skills, or penmanship maybe. Or maybe writing about drama. So if you're dealing with drama and you are an actress, then you could be dealing with the the paperwork side of things, or the administrative BS, so to speak. Okay, so the Seven of Cups over here is the truth coming in. So again, the truth is a block for you. And here came the truth about what really inspires you. And this could be Prince Charming here. And you could be showing something totally different than this recently until now. And all of a sudden you're back into a part of you that you left behind when you were a little girl. The truth coming in to the Page of Wands reversed, who can be a player, right? Remember we had that player energy coming up with this Knight of Wands, and giving that player the truth about things, or maybe that's someone giving the truth to you, and to the King of Wands reversed. This could be a father and child who are behaving the same way, who are getting a what for. Somebody might be having their head served to them on a silver platter here about their dreams, or about their dream girl. And remember, we have the Knight of Wands here. This could be a father with two kids, and this is this Knight of Wands speaking their truth to these two who are just like them. And again, about dropping all their responsibilities, dropping the ball, dropping, this could be dumping a load, dumping their burdens, dumping all their responsibilities. Or maybe these two dumped all their responsibilities on the Knight of Wands reversed. The father and their brother or sister. They could all be siblings as well, or all fire sign friends. But it's about these two dumping on the third here, and the truth, and speaking your truth about that. But they're all fire signs there. Whether they're sun sign, they could all just have fire in their charts and none of them be fire signs, because they're all reversed there. So it just depends on your situation. But it's like they're all dumping all their burdens, or maybe they dropped a lot of weight. But I feel like if they did, they'd be upright, and they're not. So I don't feel like it's that. Definitely like dumping a load on the Knight of Wands over here. Or feeling like that anyway. That they have dreams of their own. They don't want to deal with their BS. They want their own dreams. They don't want to have to do what they tell them to do. The Eight of Pentacles is work at night and dreams. Somebody's working late to make their dreams come true after a death, or maybe they're dealing with someone who's may be dying soon, like a grandparent who's not well or on hospice. And we have Aquarius upright, Scorpio reversed here. But again, healing and dreams, but clinging at the same time. And this could be exhaustion too, right? Just being dead tired. Or maybe they've been working nights for so long, they're getting tired of dreams. Or maybe they're not getting, maybe they're not getting enough rest because they're dreaming so much. But this is something new. They're having sudden epiphanies, or suddenly waking up in the night, or their crown suddenly blew open, or suddenly, or sexual exchange, or just, this could be freaking out. But I'm not getting this person freaking out. It's dreams. It's like something good, right? Because they're working late, they're calm, they're hanging out with their little mouse friend, they're looking at details and having epiphanies about this information. And they feel inspired to do this dream. Even if they're dead tired, they're not tired. Like they're tired, but they have to keep going. They're so inspired by it, about dreams and heaven in their eyes and seeing synchronicities. Yeah. And I'm getting this Page of Pentacles right here as this person here. And they are wearing yarmulke, so there could be somebody who's Jewish here. Maybe religion plays a part in this. But there's a lot of Scorpio right here with death, and then the Tower upright there. So both upright and reverse for Scorpio, and Aquarius upright. So why is the Wheel in your foundation, Pisces? And that just flipped over right there. Okay, we have Temperance card and the Nine of Pentacles here. This is really positive energy in your foundation. This is angelic realms and patience and balance, taking one step at a time off that beaten path, flowing back and forth to balance and finding that perfect spot, right? This is the dream come true, right? The single person who's got everything they need. And this can be you. Maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart as well. This is Libra for me though too, which can just be aligning with truth and balance and finding another way. Maybe there's this new angel that you found is different than you normally have been going for in your more masculine energy, and this person puts you into a feminine place, which is very interesting. That's coming up. That's never come up that way before. And maybe you're afraid to embarrass yourself because you're really intimidated by this person. They're just like all that. And here, look, this is like the perfect match. The Nine of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. And they're worth the fall to come together. Wow. One is angelic. The other may exhibit foolish behavior. But they're very happy with themselves. Or like I said, maybe you or another person is willing to take the fall for this person, or willing to embarrass themselves in front of this person, or willing to embarrass themselves to find true happiness within themselves. Again, acting coming up there. The central energy is love reversed, the Lovers reversed. And the King of Pentacles, and he's reversed over here. So he was upright. He's your dream man. He's your dream man. And reaping rewards. someone who reaps the rewards of their efforts or is finding their worth. Or maybe you're deciding whether you're worthy of this person or not. Maybe you've never felt that before. Maybe you've always felt worthy of the people who you've dated, and now all of a sudden your dream person comes and all of a sudden you have to like reassess your worth. This can be in a literal sense, as in finances or time and energy, or in that emotional or spiritual sense, what's your worth? And there we have the High Priestess, which is very much Pisces for me as well. It's like this is someone you found who's worth the fight. They're not your lover, but it's like the first time you felt a lack of affection, because now you really want this affection, not just sex, but an intimate relationship, somebody worth fighting for, or someone who's willing to fight for you. Yeah, and there is and then after the High Priestess, these cards are coming out as an offer of love from a person in a place of commitment, who's free from, and he's healed, and now offering love. And this could be a Taurus person as well. Why is the Tower the challenge here? Three of Wands reversed, the past. Looking back at the past or living in the past, being stuck in the past. The drama, the sudden changes, the traumatic events that had happened in the past. So this is the block, is looking back at the pain somebody caused. The 10 swords of pain, the betrayal, and the needing to heal yourself because nobody else was there to help you. And the need, wanting to lash out but holding your tongue, or having someone finally to shed light on that or be an advisor to you when you do want to lash out or have something to say. Maybe you want to go see someone to talk, maybe go to a psychologist or something just to get out all the emotions of what you've been through recently. And at the crowning there is the 5 of Swords upright. And there's Pisces again for me. The world, the divine feminine, being authentic to herself, marching to the beat of her own drum. This could be you floating in a pool or around the neighborhood, around the world. Being authentic to yourself, exposing yourself to the world as an actress would. And then here is issues with work or issues at school or other issues that aren't that interesting to you, especially if this is what you want to do. The things that come along with that kind of thing, right, that you don't want to do. This could also be issues at work with finances or not having a job or needing a job, or somebody at work who's giving you issues, or maybe getting laid off or fired or something like that, or not being able to get a job because of certain restrictions, and you know what I'm talking about there. And learning how to stand up for yourself but in a mature way, so as not to get triggered. And again, speaking your truth. What's coming up is the King of Pentacles reversed. And an offer of passion, growth, creativity from an unhappy place, a family who's unhappy, or this is an offer to end a cycle of unhappiness, no longer wanting to do that, a cycle that's way overdue to be done. Or this could be an unhappy family who's offering something new, a new project or new passion or creativity, but it's coming from this place. Why would you want to take that? And this is coming to the King of Pentacles reversed. So he may be ungrounded because he's still wrapped up in taking projects or energy from a family who's got really negative energy. They're keeping to themselves, pretending not to know, to keep their peace of mind. But they need to make a decision here and get clarity, but they're afraid to lose balance. They're keeping to themselves. The family is keeping to themselves and yet offering passion to the King of Pentacles reversed, who's maybe being held over Pisces' head. Or maybe the King of Pentacles feels, his responsibilities are over her head, right? Because she's very much in this loving place, and he may think of her as being foo-foo and in the clouds, whereas he's grounded in responsibilities and can't get out of this mess. So why is the Queen of Cups? You, which is you. You are getting over loss, regret, guilt, and shame, the past, to expose yourself fully, or by exposing yourself fully, or hanging out with children and pets who have really positive energy. This could be Leo as well. And there's the sun and the moon. It's finding the sun and the moon within yourself, right? Recovering, healing from anything you've been through, to find the sun and the moon within yourself. Day and night, night and day, you are the one. I just think you're just in love. So this is, again, being all the parts of you, right? Being the sunny, exposed self, and being the dark, romantic self, the one who needs to howl at the moon. And we have the new moon, the full moon. So the full moon's coming up with the eclipse on the 8th. But this is in the past. It's just like exposing romance, how you feel. Perhaps exposing this to a hermit or Virgo or a parent who's near you. And this is interesting too, because my daughter's Pisces and I'm Virgo. So here we have juggling, acting, performing, right? The balancing act here. Night and day, something you just want to do night and day. Or somebody who's making you feel like you want to perform. But on the other end, see, here's this recovering from sadness. On the other end is someone recovering from being out of work or disabled or just can't function. So neither one of these can function because of their emotions of somebody. The Three of Swords. It's the Taurus. I'm telling you that's true. So there could be a Taurus or commitment or societal norms. The guy who's all about the boys club and doesn't care about romance and, you know, this kind of energy. But there could be a Taurus here who hurt you. There could be a Taurus here who can't function because of you, just like you can't function because of them. And again, night and day, you are the one. No matter how near or far, no matter where you are, I think of you night and day. So that's coming up. So this doesn't have to be a Taurus. It could be a marriage, a commitment, a religion, but that this person has a different way of a belief system than you. And the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is the Six of Swords, which is a lack of peace, the need for peace, the need to find calmer waters here. After a separation, or separation from self even. This can be a procedure. This can be heartbreak or disappointment after no peace and being in separation. And the wheel not going in their favor or your favor. And this doesn't have to be a romantic love. This could be two best friends too. Perhaps a Taurus who's been through a lot of heartbreak here. Perhaps with Libra in their chart as well. There's a lot of Venus energy here. And you so much in love. Like want to send your heart out to them night and day. You want to make them feel better. So it doesn't have to just be a lover. It can be someone you have a lot of affection for who's been through a lot. Perhaps experiencing your own, right? This could be issues with your father. This could be you and a father. And there's stress or sleepless nights between the two. Because you could have Taurus in your own chart, so you could be dealing with this too. Maybe you have a parent who's not doing well. Perhaps you need to drive to see them. They're not close to you. Okay. Maybe you want to drive with the Queen of Pentacles to go see them when they're having a hard time. The block here is the Ace of Swords. And here we have someone, you know, this is very immature conversation or very immature communication. This is lying and spying and the silent treatment. It could be somebody who uses a lot of foul language or is talking back to their parents and dealing with dysfunctional family or loss. Perhaps a dysfunction of how to use money or time or their energy. Maybe a family who never spoke the truth, right? It was all about the money. And this is playing hardball. Or someone who just plays sports all the time, you know, for guys. Being very different from a guy, where all they care about is their work and their sports, and then the feminine energy is all about the romance and the love. This can be saving, withholding, saving for a new life, or again, trying to magnetize coin, or playing hardball with somebody, or literally playing sports. And then leading the way. Like this is and then finding the energy or the confidence to face their fears. And then there's that Knight of Wands. So facing the fears of facing the Knight of Wands reversed. The player, or the one who's paralyzed by their passions, who's coming off as not wanting love. But you know better than that. Right? This Knight of Wands could be coming clean or trying to clean up their act to come together with you. Okay, but perhaps without a physical relationship, whether it's a friend or just at first, just learning to get to know each other before having a physical relationship, before moving in together. Okay, or maybe they have to move out still from another relationship before they can have a relationship, with the Queen of Cups reversed here. Look at that. Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, both reversed, but you're up right now. So whoever it was reversed with you, or someone you just met, that's the backstory. Facing their fears to come together, cleaning up their act, perhaps after a split and a move. With the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, they could be kids as well, and them who with dreams of their own. So be, you know, where kids have grown up out of the house, and now you can do what you want, or vice versa. Now they can, maybe you're the kid or the adult, can be either way. Why is the Six of Wands there at the end? Okay, letting go. This is the surrender. Surrendering to your knowing and being confident. This is letting the wounded warrior or the victim mentality behind, letting it go. This could be leaving someone else behind who's holding you back, right? That's not you. That's their issues. That you're worth. Maybe you've seen someone who made you realize how much you're worth, and then coming together with the Page of Pentacles, or perhaps to get more schooling here, to do what you really want to do. Getting attention, success, a good reputation, or building a good reputation for yourself, leaving the victim mentality behind with the war within, coming together or celebrating with friends, or this is going back to school as well, or just being the perpetual student of life and always knowing when to walk away and within, and how to heal yourself, how to come back in recovery, whether from exile, injury, or illness, knowing you can lead the way. And this, there could be coming back from a negative past to deal, and perhaps healing a mother or a grandmother or an aunt or a boss, and they are in positive energy here. And this is about the energies of transferring wounds, right? So even though you may not have experienced the same thing as your mother, you may be feeling her wounds. They may be coming up for you to heal, to help each other heal. This also can be a mother falling out with the children not speaking to her, but there's nothing wrong with her. Maybe they just need to heal from something. All right, this is two recovering from out in the cold, from exile, injuries, and illnesses. But this is a practical sense, and this is an emotional sense. This also can be the Empress and everything that she's healed to get the success that she has now, to be this leader and wanting to learn from the Empress. And the Five of Wands, and what does that mean? The Queen of Cups. All right, and just these are maybe the two out in the cold who need to decide that each other is worth the fight for your dreams, that you are the one. Na, 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 na. No matter how near or far, no matter where you are, I think of you night and day. So you are the one. All right, there's two here, whether it's lovers, best friends, siblings, you are the one. And that can be mother and child as well. But they are seeing synchronicities, they're seeing dreams. And they're sad without each other. And they want to start over. They're willing to fight for each other. And there's a need to make an announcement here, or swallow their pride. Take the fall, not be afraid to be embarrassed, in order to share and be charitable with each other, or perhaps work together. So what else is coming up for Pisces here? So after being willing to take the fall, or in love, you have to be willing to embarrass yourself in front of the other. You have to be willing to be wrong. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's deception here, or the need to get up early. Or maybe you're going to be taking the fall as the eclipse happens, right? The full moon eclipse. Be willing to fall, be willing to take the fall, to be willing to tell someone that you love them, even though you might be embarrassed to do that, or you're worried that they won't love you back. And here's the Page of Swords with a message. And perhaps with Sagittarius, or a patient angel here. And perhaps injustice here, or somebody with Libra in their chart. Wanting to start over. Maybe they were the ones that did the hurting, and they don't deserve it, but they want to start over. They want to end the nightmare, the suffering and silence, the stress, and come full circle and open their heart. And that may be you, Pisces, wanting to open your heart to the world, to all those others who have suffered what you have suffered or experienced. Or I'm also dealing with the King of Cups reverse, who could be Pisces. Maybe you're both Pisces, you and your father. And then a happy family here. This also could be the King of Cups as a Pisces, or who now, I don't feel like he's complete because he's reversed. Okay, he has issues, but the family still loves him. Again, it's knowing the family is the people who will love you, even if you're not perfect. Not the people who expect you to be perfect. The loving family will try to help you through those things. They're not going to put up with your crap either, but they will love you through everything. And this is like Pisces learning that no matter what I do, no matter how much I fall, the people who truly love me will stick by me through it all. And here is Pisces, and the flame just went out. And Pisces is here opening their heart to want to help others get past that. And this could be a King of Cups reversed if you're a male Pisces. But the feminine Pisces energy is coming up upright. The male may be reversed because we're dealing with very feminine energy here. And he may be emotionally detached or over-emotional, depressed, or alcoholic energies that need to be... this is the energy of the King of Cups learning from the Queen of Cups, whether that's father and child, or siblings, or partners, whatever it is for you. but it's all happy in the end if you have emotional support. The moon reverse is also somebody with Cancer in their chart, perhaps. And there's the Page of Cups, which can be a Cancer, but it can also be Pisces here. That could be a child or a pet or a message of love, puppy love. And there's Cancer there for sure. So this could be a message from a Cancer, whether they have Cancer rising or Cancer in their chart or Cancer sun, offering love. This also could be Cancer and Pisces together, ascending or driving or traveling somewhere. And then there's a message from the Page of Swords. So before I go on to the Page of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles with the Hanging Man, which can be Capricorn or Pisces for me, is also coming up. So it's definitely an energy of earth and water along with Pisces. So like Pisces and Capricorn it could be. Hanging out together. Or taking the show on the road perhaps. This could be Virgo as well, or somebody with Virgo in their chart, or Gemini. And this Page of Swords could be a Gemini. Page of Swords. So he may be the one willing to fight for your honor with no options. Perhaps the Queen of Swords may be bitter, or maybe he's got an issue with a mother. The Page of Swords might have mother issues and father issues as well. Or this Queen of Swords reverse could be out of control, bossy. And this Page of Swords does not want to be in that energy for sure. And it's like finally finding something that's worth fighting for them to lead the way. And in the other reading, the Page of Swords was coming up as the one stepping up to the plate. It's okay, honey. I'll let you out in a minute. Just give me a minute. The Sagittarius energy there of the patient angel. This Page of Swords who's stepping up to the plate. Perhaps after suffering in silence or stressed out or not sleeping. Perhaps the Queen of Pentacles is sending a message. Again, Capricorn or Pisces and hanging out or seeing a new perspective or giving a new perspective to the one who's suffering in silence. It can also be a Capricorn who's dealing with an out of control Emperor who's being verbally abusive. And again, there's that Gemini reverse coming up here. But perhaps dealing with patience. Page of Swords, again, is stepping up to the plate. Why is the Injustice card there? The injustice of having to lead the way, of always having to be the one in the spotlight or getting attention. So not only is this like being famous and people seeing as a wonderful thing, but it's also a very difficult thing because then you're responsible for all those people under you and always having to face fears or people coming against you, all right, being the player. But again, facing your fears, always in the spotlight, the injustice of needing to constantly face your fears or face people who want to come against you. And that Knight of Wands wanting to clean up their act. And they want to get back together, perhaps after a breakup. Or they want to just come to an agreement and see eye to eye and perhaps move or deal with the unstable home or fix a home together. And there's the Queen of Wands, somebody with fire in their chart as well. And there's the King of Swords, all right? So it's a fiery, earthy person, so perhaps a Capricorn type person with a Gemini type person over here. Perhaps the Page of Swords is a child or a message from the King of Swords to try to work things out, whether you're staying together or not. And then wanting to start over with Capricorn or the Devil, the ball and chain. and be strong and swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, with the King of Cups reversed, right? Which can be a parent too, like I said, who with depression or alcohol issues or emotional detachment. Maybe this is a Gemini with water in their chart as well, dealing with a Capricorn, trying to be strong, with someone with addictions, who maybe wants to start over, to end the nightmare here. So how does that deal with, what does that have to do with Pisces? And this father can also be Pisces. It doesn't have to be a father, but this King of Cups reversed. And the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, so this is Pisces coming in and offering love to try to end the nightmare or the stress after healing their own heart, or maybe wanting to forgive or apologize, right? To release the injustice. So literally this is Pisces coming in, and that can be the King of Cups reversed, or it can be you as the Queen of Cups upright. But either which way, wanting to end the suffering this could be offering condolences as well, wanting to give love to end the suffering and heartbreak or disappointment of being released with injustice. I feel like someone could have gotten out of jail too who shouldn't get out of jail. But the injustice here of all the work that this Queen of Wands has had to do, and still offering love. The Queen of Wands may want the home here. And the King of Cups reversed may be working really hard so that she can have the home that she wants, if she will come together with him. You know, even if they're breaking up, to agree to disagree and to work with each other. Or again, maybe somebody wants to get back together. That's a possibility. And again, we have the King of Swords, who may have Gemini in his chart or be a Gemini. Again, moving or wanting to repair a house. This can be visiting as well, or in a breakup, ending a family situation, but wanting to cooperate. A lot of back and forth here about letting go of money and expenses to fix and repair something or mend fences. So whether it's a physical house repair or a relationship repair, perhaps somebody's wanting to put things back together. And I feel like this situation may be around you. It may not be you. It may be people in your immediate environment. Because you're in a very romantic spot right now. This may also be a father who comes forward wanting to repair things with you. Maybe it's a stepfather who wants to come forward and repair things with you. Maybe it's a father-in-law. There's that energy of perhaps even another Pisces. It's like two Pisces, so the read applies to both of you. But again, it has to do with you you're healing yourself. You're offering love to yourself. You're learning how to heal yourself. Okay, and making the effort that great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Whether it's siblings, lovers, children, and some kind of codependencies where maybe your father's or mother's addictions are affecting your romantic life. And that there is chemistry here. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. And there is passion. There's passion, allowing your heart and soul to sing with joy. The bottom of the deck here is, there's a retreat too after all that. attraction is here, and the underlying energies, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Just being in that loving place. Past life relationship, you've known each other before. So you may have met someone new or healing a relationship from the past. Let's see what Lenormand has for you. There's a lot of crap going on around you, but you're not allowing it to affect you. You're being loved. But you may be in love too. And I think it's a new kind of love for you. Okay, there's two energies here. One very much of reflective love, which can be you. We have the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups, which can both be your energies. But reflecting yourself or reflecting another in love, and then dealing with toxicities in your life, or the Queen of Wands here, which we also have Cancer energy. So there could be a fire sign person with Cancer in their chart, or maybe there's a fire sign who has Cancer or has been bitten by the snake, if you know what I mean. So that can have to do with having a relationship with someone who has or hasn't been. Okay, and you see the energies of the 2s here, 22, and then the 8 over here. And the 28 is twin flames energy, so that could be coming up for you. And then here we have the Pisces of 40, which also I just learned that 40 was associated with Enki as well. And here's the 3 faces of vulnerability of the Page of Cups, the sweet innocent one, right? Walking into the haunted house, not knowing if they're V'd or not. So we definitely have the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups here. As well as, so there's Pisces, fire, and Cancer here. And that could be a toxicity screen, or just having to get tested before you go somewhere. And again, traveling with the 7 with the Chariot. So perhaps you're just dealing with needing to get tested before getting into something, whether that's going for a job or a relationship. And again, there's some kind of sudden stardom here. We have the challenge for you is the Tower reversed. And there's that other flame just went out. And I'm just getting the supernova, right? The twin flame energy is the energy of 2 stars coming together. And that supernova energy, which is extremely powerful, right? Which could blow both of your fires out. Maybe the fear of that. The fear of sudden change. The fear of that intenseness of energy. The sudden event. The epiphanies. The sexual exchange that might blow you out of this world. So again, fear of sudden changes. And the truth of what this could be. And the underlying energy here is the Knight of Cups and the dice, you know, taking a roll of the dice, a gamble on love, the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Look at that. Knight of Cups and Queen of Cups. Taking a chance on love. Okay? And there's that power woman being present in the moment with the truth. And not being worried about public judgment. Okay, that's all about these 2 here. And these could both be feminine energies as well. They could be the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, child or friend or relative. But it definitely is, there's romance here. To make the effort. But there's definitely a one-on-one compatibility here for sure. And it's kind of like out of this world. Is what I'm getting. All right, let's see. I'll pull you a numerology card real quick. As it's 59, as we're approaching the hour, the 11th hour, and it's 3:39 on the clock. That's the Knight, that's the Empress and the Knight of Cups. So it could be a mother and daughter energy as well. And 33 and 9, which is the Hermit and the Christ energy. It was just 33 on this clock too. So some Unity Consciousness energy is coming up here. Pisces, and these 2 just fell out. 3. Music and the journey of music. The 26 is the Page of Wands and a love partnership. And that could be a pet as well. And then here is the 74 of nature and that perfect balance, that perfect partnership. It's like music to your ears. And this could be a musical partnership. Or it's just the journey that it's just like music. It's like harmony, that the two of you just fit together so perfectly. Okay? It's just perfect balance. It's natural. There's that ideal relationship here. Okay? And then there's rebirth, which is like that star. Okay? There's a rebirth for you and a happy ending on the underlying energies here. And notice this is the reverse of the 39, which is the Knight of Cups. So remember your water, your sleep, your joy and your nature. To breathe, rise and be love. Love and rise. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.